Hi and welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids@147, and I'm going to get my Ever Moment painting prepped. So I've done an unboxing on this. All the diamonds are there. The stars are just for those that I need for my Heaven and Earth designs, which is a cross stitch pattern I'm doing on a blank canvas, primarily using my spares. So ignore the stars for the purpose of this. So I'm going to prep this Ever Moment painting. Now I do prepare Ever Moment slightly differently to the way I prepare rubbers. Not huge difference, but there is a slight difference, which will become apparent as I go along. So I've got all my diamonds sort of over here. I've just done the unboxing. Everything's still out everywhere. My craft room looks like a diamond painting shop. So I'm going to start on prepping these, and I'll go through, my sort of decisions as I go through. So we'll start with 819. So for this we need 243 diamonds. So I am going to need 2 bags. They have an average of 160 to 200 per bag, according to the little message on the inventory sheet. I can't quite see there being 243, though to be fair, it is Ever Moment. There could be, but I am going to pop 2 bags in, and then I am going to pop this spare bag, which will more than likely, well, is definitely going to be spares, according to the numbers. I'm just going to pop that straight into, I actually with Ever Moment tend to put them straight back into the bag they came in, rather than one of my bags, just because they work just as well. If not, in some occasions, better. 517, we only need 143 of these, so I am only going to need a small bag. So one will go straight away for spares. Lovely blue colour, this one. And I am keeping an eye out for any that I may need for my Heaven and Earth designs, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with those as I come across them. 742, 547. I was expecting another bag, that's what I was looking for. So in regards to this, 547, I could put these 2 small bags in, but I'm going to use those and need to open this. So in regards to Ever Moment ones, if I'm likely to need a full bag, that's what I'm going to open up. Because I'm likely to need more than 2 small bags, but I'm not likely to need any more than what's in this big bag. So those 2 bags I expect to be spares for Ever Moment straight off the bat. Now with the Ever Moment ones being nearer 800 in a small bag, they do tend to fit quite nicely in these tubs, I find. I don't tend to find I have loads left over, so we'll put those for spares. And then what's next? I just tend to grab hold of one. 3760. Now for this I've been given 4 bags. I only need 306, which means there is no point in me opening any more than 2. So on many other diamond paintings, as I'm on opening the bags, their numbers tend to be closer. So for example, many other, let's not say any other, many other diamond painting companies would class these bags as 200, and they would only give me 2 to start off with. That's all I'd be given. So therefore, when I come across it, I would just automatically open them up and put them into the tub. If I had 4 bags, I would need nearer 800, so I'd probably open 3. But with Ever Moment, I do find I need to check my numbers because they do quite often give me more than I need. So that was that one, 907. This one I need 292, and they've given me 4 bags. Again, there is no point in opening 3 or even 4 of them. I'm only likely to need slightly over 1. So I'm only going to open 2 of these. And I am keeping an eye out for the colours that I'm on bagging in case there is a big bag, and then I can make the decision on whether to open a big one or a small one. So for example, this one, quite a bright orange. Bright orange, yeah, it's more orange than red. So 947. So for this one, I need 467, which means I'm going to need more than this small bag. So I may as well just open up the big bag straight off the bat. Because if I open the small one and start by using that, I'm going to end up needing the big one anyway. And what I do tend to find with Evermoment, especially when there's not like a colour that you need loads and loads of. So on this painting, the highest I need is 961, I need 1,200. And for 307, I need 1,400. They will probably be the only 2 bags that I will have to open extras of. Other than that, I more than likely will find that all of these spares that I'm putting in here will be my spares at the end of the project. They really will. Okay, so what's next? 3861. So 314 of these, so I've not got a big bag. I'm going to open 2. I'm just going to double check, because say quite often with Evermoment, you will just keep finding bags and bags. So 3861. That is a colour that I will need to top up for my Heaven and Earth designs, but it's not one that I need now. So that's that. All these little bags and pieces all over the shop. Okay, 155, 220. So for this one, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to open 1 bag. I will probably need the second bag. In fact, 220, yeah, I'm definitely going to need the second bag. These bags aren't as full as some of the others. Don't know if you can see that. That is quite, it's more like half a bag. So we'll definitely do these by weight. So I'm going to pop 2 of them in because they were quite lightly filled compared to some of the others. And then I probably won't need to open them again. So 161, 331. So I'm just going to open 2 and pop the other 2 in there. I don't have any other big bags of this one. This is a nice blue. There's some really nice colours in this one. I'm looking forward to doing this one. I have labelled up all of my pots, as you can probably see already. I didn't want it to take too long. So 307, this is one of the ones that I need 1,400 of. So I'm going to open this one, and then when I get closer on the painting, I will decide whether I want to open actually just a couple of the small ones. That will depend how far into the painting I get before I run out. Ooh. Couple of flyaways that still flew away. Get in. So this is one of the colours that I will probably need to get out of the bag. So I'm going to try and keep that nearer the front and pop in the others behind it, just for easy reference. Oh, let's do 310 while we're here. 213. So I'm going to open 1 bag of 310 because I may not need the other one. In effect, I have that many loose 310s. I could just get them out of my spares. I have gazillions of the things. Okay, 972, 485, which means I have another bag. There it is. Okay. Okay, sorry about that, my memory card filled up. So yeah, quite often you won't get separate bags detached being all the same colour. So in regards to this one, I need 485, which means I'm going to have to open the big one, and that one will stay as spares. I've been recording so many videos lately and I'm so behind on getting them up on YouTube. So I do apologise. This one will probably be delayed from when I'm actually doing it. But I'm going to try and get caught up because I do seem to be doing quite a lot of videos at the moment. Especially with doing whip and chats with my Heaven and Earth designs that I'm doing. So, what have we got next? Let's go for 945. I only need 129. So let's only open one bag of these because I'm not going to need the other. So 945. I do like the fact that Ever Moment give you plenty of extras, especially with my current project. Okay, 581. Just doing a quick scan for any more, but 581, 310. So I'm only going to open 2 bags of these, and I keep popping them into these spares. I keep popping them in underneath the 307 because I do know that is one that I will need to get extra bags for, just due to the volume of colours that we do have. Just having a quick scan because I've noticed that the inventory sheet has the amount of the colour on as well. I was just checking it does match, but it does. I'm just going to push these to one side. Okay, 733. We need 322. So again, I'm only going to open 2 of those. 733. I'm not going to need any more than that. After the last round diamond painting I've been working on with symbols, that a couple of them are absolutely shocking, I am really excited to start working on the Ever Moment. I only have a little bit of the other one to do, but I am looking forward to working on this one. Okay, 779, I need 506, so I must have another big bag. Is that it? It is. So for this one, I'm going to open the big bag, and the small one is going to be my spares. So let's get those popped in. There we go. I keep half throwing them in the bin and half not, and they're going to be all over the floor by the time I'm done. Okay, oh, that worked out well. 801, 267. So we don't have any more of those. I've just found another similar colour though, so I've put it together. So I'm going to use 2 of those and put the spares in the bag. 267, yeah. There we go. Oop. 3726. We need 853. So where's my other bag? There it is. 3726. We need 853, which means it's quite possible there's going to be enough in there, which means all 3 of these are going into the spares. I'm going to have a huge assortment of spares by the time I'm done with this one, and they're all going to be beautiful colours, I know that much. So let's get them all to fit. Say they just fit, which is what makes me believe it's nearer 800 than 1,000, but I have enough to not worry. So we've got 154, Is that, yep, that's 154 as well. 776, so I'm going to open the big bag and keep the small ones spare. And this is how I tend to work a little bit differently on an Ever Moment. When I am getting to need to open some bags, I am constantly checking how much left of the painting I have compared to the bags, so that I'm only opening the smaller ones. Let's see if I can start filling these in according to the colour now. So 301, 447, so that's not going to be enough, so we'll go straight in with the big bag. And then I will still have a sealed bag ready for my spares. Sort of like a burnt orange / a brown, this one. Getting lower down on the numbers. Ooh. Couple that are rogue, but still plenty to fit in. So let's go on to the next one, which is 371. I should really look and see what colour it actually is. Might help me find it. So 371, we only need 345, but there is no separate bags for this one. So we're going to go straight in with the big bag, because that's what they've chosen to send us, which means they're sending us double the amount of diamonds that we need. And I found that was the case on many of the colours. They were sending double. And this one's a very full one as well. That's filled the pot. Okay, 402 is like a peak. Oh, there we go. So 402, we need 722. So I'm going to keep the small bags as spares. And I don't think I'm going to need them. Oh, a little bit jumpy. Let's get those back in. So that's that one done. I can't wait to actually turn this over when it's full and just see all the colours. Let's have a drink while I find number 498. 498 is a red. We need the grand sum of 270. So we have more than enough. Yet again. Surprise, surprise. So we'll put half of those away. And we'll empty 2 bags. And then 524. We only need 158. So I'm only going to open 1 bag. And this one I actually need for my Heaven and Earth designs. Not urgently. I've not come across the colour yet. So I'm going to pop it in there. But I've got it starred. So I know I need it. 553 is a purple. We need 653. And again, this is one that I will be using up the rest. So we're going to open the big bag. It's a really nice purple. A little bit of static going on, so I'm just going to tap them out the bag and then pick them up, but not too much. It is very muggy here today as well. It's been raining, but it's warm, so while I think some of it has possibly happened in the factory, and these two do not want to go in here, yeah, I don't think the weather where I am today is helping matters. They just keep jumping back out. Get in. There we go. Quick, they're in. Okay, so then next, 600. Now this is one that I also need for my Heaven and Earth design. So for this diamond painting, I need 664, which means I'm only going to open this bag. Now, to have a look and for 600, I only need 55 of them for my Heaven and Earth designs. So I'm still probably not even going to need this. So what I'm going to do for this one, because I have come across it on my Heaven and Earth designs already, is I am going to tip most of them in there, because my Heaven and Earth designs is plodding along very slowly. But I'm then going to tip the rest into my pots that I use for my Heaven and Earth designs. So this will give me enough to keep going, enough to fill in a few gaps that I've come across. And then when I finish this, I already know that I need it for this. So I'll pop it in there. So that's what I'm going to do for those. 666, which is a bright red. We need 309. So again, I'm only going to open 2. Let's try it this way. I don't know whether static's going to play the game with me, but we'll try opening 2. No, it only helps if I only actually cut across the packet enough. And then I might be able to get them all out. Come on. Nope. And then 725. We need 716, so I'm going to go straight in with the big pack. And I doubt I'm going to need the second one at all. Okay, then we've done the next row, so we're down to 807. Show you what this one's like. Oh, that is this teal blue. We only need 73, so we've just got one pack of that, and again probably have half of those left over. Interruption, sorry, while my daughter nipped in. Okay, 892. Oh, is this one? So this is a very bright colour. For this one, we need 892. Oh, 892 of number 892. So I'm probably only going to need the one pack, so I will put the 4 small ones away. And we'll get that filled up. Ooh. They're alive, these ones as well. Come on. There we go. They're in. 917. Now this is another one that I need for my Heaven and Earth designs as well. 628 is what I need for this painting, so there's plenty in there. And then 917, I only need 62 for my Heaven and Earth designs, so I'm probably not going to need that. So I'm going to do the same as what I did before. I'm going to put the bulk of the diamonds in here, and then I'm going to pop a small amount in this tub, because I'm not going to need that many before this painting's done. So that's my second colour done. Oh, it's alive. Okay, 939. This is my blue, 389 I need for this painting. I have only got one big bag, so I'm going to pop those all in. And I know that I will be using my spares for my Heaven and Earth designs, because I need 15,000. However, I have recently got a few pots of 2,000 for my Heaven and Earth designs, so I'm not desperate for those yet. So that's the first tub done. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, 961. Now for this painting I need 1,236. which means I'll be using one of those and possibly one of those. I do also need this one for my Heaven and Earth designs. And if I have a look, 961, I need 182. So what I'm going to do for this is I am again going to pop just for part in the pot that I've already got, because I know that I'm likely to finish this painting beforehand, before needing any more. And for this painting, I'm probably going to open, how many did I say, 1,236. Yeah, so when this tub runs out, I'll probably end up opening the big one. And this small one, I won't even need for either. I'll be able to do both projects. So that's nice to know. I like filling gaps. So we'll put those nearer the front, because I do know that I'm going to need those. And then 3371, 369, they've only sent me a big bag. But again, I'm not worried about using these spares because my Heaven and Earth designs needs 10,000 of them. So all of these will get used on one or the other project. We've got another bit of an issue with static. I'm not finding it's as bad as I have had in some, so I'm not going to panic about going and getting my dryer sheets and popping them in, because I could only get the smelly ones, and they will settle down, especially once the weather here settles down. Oh, one decided it wanted to jump into the next pot though. That's not allowed. There we go. So that's those, and then 3688. We've got a big bag. We only need 407 for this design, and I do need them for my current project. So I'm going to tip in what to me is about 400, and I'm going to put the rest in here. I'll know where they are because my inventory sheet is starred. So if I had, you know, ran out for this painting, I can always go and pinch them back from my Heaven and Earth designs. Look, there are all the colours that I needed, all the pretty pinks. Okay, nearly done. 3750, which is a blue. I only need 58 and I've been given one pack. So that's all going in. $3804. I'm going to need 660, so I'm going to put that one in my spares, and I'll tip the whole big bag in. They came out well easy. 2 more to go. Oh, and I've just found a 3861, 341. I've got another spare bag, so I'm going to pop that in there. 3819, I've only got one big bag, so that's the one we'll open. And 3853, which is my other one I need a lot of, I have 2 big bags and 4 small. So I'm going to pop those near the front as well, and I'll pop a big bag in. So near the front I've got the 3 colours that I'm likely to need extra, and then I've got all the colours, other colours that I've got spares of that I don't think I'll need, and they'll sit in my little tub once I've finished my other one and turf it out. So there we go. That's that one done. Only half done, but pretty. Look at all those pretty colours. That's going to look amazing. So that's the drills prepped. Let's get the rubbish out of the way. All I need to do now is prep the canvas. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the glue from around the edge. Now I know Evermoment do now give us the gift of the washi tape, which would work wonderful for the glue around the edge. However, I am really liking removing it from all the way around the edge. I've just realised this canvas is 30 across, so I'm trying to see if I can get my ruler on it in one go. I'm not close enough to the edge. Let's try that again. It's really hard. When I look back on some of these videos before I put them up, it looks as though there's a gap, but it's actually the metal of my ruler. So do believe I am getting it close to the edge, and then I'm lightly scoring down the edge of this. I can hear it cutting into something, and seeing as the glue is the first level, then I take the assumption that that's what it's cutting into, and more often than not it is. So this one's very bitty. Come on. It's coming off in little chunks rather than a big long stretch. It's coming off completely fine with my nail, but it doesn't want to just pull off. It keeps ripping. I wonder if they use a different type of tape. This is not as easy to peel off as other ones I've done. Okay, so that's reached where the contact paper was cut. Oh, and the second half did. Okay, so I did notice when I was unboxing it, I'm not sure if you can see it from here, this side the glue does seem to be slightly more cloudy than this side. It's not a huge difference, and if you actually hold it up you can't really tell because the symbols, oh maybe you can, because that symbol there is the same, is the tick, but one side does look a little bit more cloudy than the other, and one side the glue came up a lot easier than the other. I wonder if they're using a different type. Anyway, I digress. Let's continue. The only problem is the cloudy glue that was more difficult to get up is on the long side that I need to cut. Oh well. So cut that to there. Unstick the ruler. Try not to poke myself in the eye. And then we'll continue that on. Let's see what this is like to get up. This is a bigger piece. I wonder if it'll be easier. Oh yeah, this piece is, it's still ripping occasionally. Oh. Yeah, it seems to be ripping a lot easier, but it is coming up. It is coming up in in chunks. So I'm not sure if that's because it's a wider piece, but it does seem not as good a quality. Oh, doesn't seem as thick as the other side. But it is coming up, and that was my main aim. So just get this little bit here that doesn't seem to want to move. There we go. Oh, a little bit more hard work than I wanted it to be, but it's come up. The canvas is still sticky, so I'm not too worried. And then lastly, the last edge. And then I am going to look at cutting the top paper. I do like to work in chunks, and I don't think I'll be working on it sideways. So while the key is on the top edge of this painting, the actual painting itself is this way. It's portrait painting, and the symbols are portrait. So to see the symbols the right way up, you need it portrait. So while I'd normally just do another section in this and work in 3 sections, it's not going to work the way the symbols are on this painting. So I'm going to cut my contact paper differently. See, that's one side of the double-sided tape came straight off. This side, not as nice a quality, not as thick. So it doesn't seem to make any difference to actually sticking the diamonds to the canvas, but it definitely does when peeling up the double-sided tape. It breaks a lot easier, which means I just have to keep using my nail. Come on. Ugh. It's definitely sticky though, because it keeps sticking to my fingers and I can't seem to get my fingers unstuck yet. I'll fight with that in a minute. There we go. So yeah, it's definitely very sticky. I don't think there's going to be any problems with diamonds sticking to it. It just doesn't want to come off the canvas. Okay, so as I say, the picture and the key is this way, however the design and the symbols are this way. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this. I'm not too fussed as to whether the line is straight or not, whether it's in the middle of squares or not, because that's just too much effort. And my ruler moves. All I'm bothered about is that I have cut the top contact paper and it's roughly in sections. I do like to work in quite big sections on these paintings, so having that bigger section is perfectly fine by me. Normally I will peel the contact paper and I'll just sort of peel it a section and then I'll move up and then I'll move up. In this case, I'll probably work on one of these squares and then I'll probably just fold this part in half to do the rest. So let's just do another section across the top. So for this half, you see, what I'll probably do is I'll probably just fold it halfway and do that bit. And then I'll peel off the rest. Whereas for this half, I'll probably just peel the whole thing off and work on that. So that's my canvas prepped, all the glue's gone. Contact papers cut down, diamonds, all my spares, all my bagged up, and I have my inventory sheet. Job done. So I hope you found this useful. If you've got any questions in regards to how I prep, you know, even just comments and discussions on how you prep if it's different, please let me know in the comments below. I love to, you know, have conversations on how people do things, even if it is different. Love to answer your questions if you've got any. If you want to see how my Heaven and Earth Designs project's going on, or even what it is, well, I've mentioned it. I do have a playlist on the Heaven and Earth Designs project, and I do have an intro in regards to what it is that I'm doing, and you can follow me on that journey, and I'll come back and show you what this one looks like once it's done. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.